Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The long build-up is over, and Super Bowl 52 is finally here. These teams have had 2 weeks to prepare, and no doubt they are ready to get the biggest game of their lives started. Who will leave the field as champions of the NFL? It's the Cowboys going up against the Steelers. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going to the...
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Let's go! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the big meet. See how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll drop the throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Now back to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come out in the pistol. The give to the fullback on the dive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that offense has the advantage. You've got to find a way to turn things around. This is the series to begin that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a 2nd time. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Still 1st down.
To throw. He hits Baldwin right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So they're operating in the red zone. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They come out here in the eye. They run a draw here on second down. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he did it again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, That'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third down now following the completed pass.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Finding time. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Oh, he slipped right by him. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. They'll look to throw here, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now they'll run on the draw. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And quickly, they get to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 3 yards left to grab here on third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. see there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So these two teams will head back to their respective locker rooms here in Super Bowl 52 from Minnesota. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. All you want at the Super Bowl is a highly competitive game, and that's what we have. Both teams have to feel like they're in good shape, and that should lead to a wild finish down the stretch. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Cowboys later on the drive. Baldwin's got the catch here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They strike first in the half. Third down from inside the 40. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 25. Cowboys have it later on the drive. Run play coming up here, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. The second half of Super Bowl.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And offer the physicality sets the tempo for the game. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm worried about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Another pistol look here.
319.
First and goal from the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's not where
push
snap.
5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game, I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
We got 3. All right, here we go. Now, check.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver. and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big tight end from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
It's not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The play clock's running down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Surveying the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Here we go now! Blue landed!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, what a move. A second juke.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 52. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. That is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. They allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Look at the time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver right, that's Brown. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to throw here. Backing up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to loop. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Look at the dance and the juke. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Here we go now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.